Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Conelanders here. Welcome back to the Conelanders GT3 Championship this week at Silverstone. This week we are once again in the Scuderia, whatever, Glickenhaus, Majiggy, and I will be joining Team Space Kitties, which will be Jem and Piker once again on call for the sprint race.
I don't get why everybody hates Silverstone. Like, what is so bad about it?
It's a very apex-dependent track. Like, it's a track where you have to hit every point exactly right or the whole lap is shit.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like, there's some tracks where you can just kind of find your own line through turns. Silverstone is a one-line track.
Yeah.
The problem I have is that usually ends up making for really awkward racing. Because, like, if somebody misses their marks in front of you, the only option you have is to slow down, because to pass them, you gotta go off of your lines, and then you miss your marks.
Or just do what I did to Shark going into the chicane last season and just bump him.
Murder.
It was a Martinsville bump.
I think I spun him here once in maybe GT86.
I don't remember racing here in GTs.
I don't know.
We did this twice in MX5s.
Mazda.
It's like the first track I realized, hey, I'm not terrible.
Well, just you remember, us 100-pingers gotta stick together.
I agree. The ping is bad, man. Like, some people are popping all over the place for me. 50 seconds, by the way.
I don't feel too bad about it because I did make them suffer through American servers for 3
I don't know what you're talking about. I had a great time on your servers.
Alright, well, Jem, you got the good seat here. I think you should be able to leapfrog them.
Hopefully.
Oh, wow. Nice quality, Gem. Jeez.
Sauce OP.
Apparently.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Here we go. It's gonna be a weird light. I can feel it. Let's see what happens here. That was a weird light. Yep. Lambo slow again. I got nowhere to go.
Me either.
Take it.
Tires are super pissy for the first lap or two.
Yeah.
Tires are real upset for the first couple laps here.
Yeah, I think Mr. Bob found that out the hard way.
He almost murdered me.
Okay, this is actually my first time running behind any of the Lambos, so I have no idea where they're fast, where they're slow. I expect Maestro to be much off his pace from qualifying, as he was on softs for qualifying. We'll see how that stacks out. My initial impression was that I should be able to run them pretty hard, and this upcoming turn should be where I have the advantage, but tires are not fully up yet. Oh, but you can see it so much deeper into here than the Lambos can do. In the draft is good for us. Maestro seems to be the class of the field this week. The other Lambos not doing as well. Of course, being our first week on the new tire model, lots of changes with that. Everybody experiencing different things with them. I can't say yet if it's positive or negative for me, maybe even status quo, like not too much different. Still can't use the softs, and the car's still better long run than short run. Maestro's super slow into there. Man, I think he's struggling already. It might only go on softs. I got quasi-teammate Gem Knight behind me, which is nice. And then Magnet and Piker. It's a pretty good, comfortable crowd up here at the front today. Other than this crazy guy in front of me. Man, look at the speed down the straightaway. That has not changed, and nor will it. Not unless they do a who knows spaced VOP change mid-season here. Have to try real hard not to run him over through here, but to push him hard enough that he wears out his car. Because that's what will happen. If he runs that car real hard through the S's there, he'll burn the front tires off of it. I'm very happy with the setup. It's actually pretty similar to Spa, not many changes. I'm running significantly more downforce, especially front splitter downforce. I had the car pretty trimmed out last week for Spa. I didn't think that would be key here. For me, the encouraging part of this is I feel like I'm underdriving the car, but I'm seeing signs of him having to push the car. If I ever made note of the bowl, the leaping bowl in the taillights of the Lamborghini and how cool of a design element that is? If not, I am now. But I've kind of seen enough of them this season already. I'd like to have a different view, maybe. Perhaps a more open one. Gaps have stabilized. Ooh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Lost the nose there. Another case of being tucked up too close to him, and I think it loses the arrow on the nose. I'm glad that's all that ended up happening there. It could have been much worse. Did draw Gem back up into this fight, though. Some good clean turns now. Ran with the BMWs a little bit more in practice, and they definitely have a lot of that same kind of characteristic where the tire fall off is pretty severe. So I do feel as though in long run I should have the advantage over either car. Maestro is not running super fast lap times. None of us are. We were all consistently in the 4s in practice. So I don't know if Maestro is trying to conserve his car or if this is really all he has. See how quickly we caught back up, though. It's kind of where I don't want to be, is right tucked up underneath of him. See, he's losing the nose a little bit there. It's hard to tell if that's a tire issue or is that just missing a mark, like we talked about before the race. This is a track where you very easily miss marks and just get off for a section. That was good there. It's like Jim launched wide. Saw the flash of his car in the mirror. Be pretty aggressive on the curbs here. That was about ideal. I am pleased with that. Now we're halfway through this race. These little sprint races, there's not a whole lot of time to get it done. Gotta start finding opportunities to mount a charge. I just saw him wash wide there. That could be a great point to do it. But we'd know who we're racing here. Very aggressive defender. You have to take the track away from him. He will use all of the track if you give it to him. Really push him hard here. Got him on the wrong side of the track. He defended that inside so well. I was hoping to do a nice over-under. You see that over-under block?
I saw. Just let him take the ballast. It's fine.
I'm considering it. He might not give me many options.
Just let Maestro get fat.
But we're the Americans. I can be through there so much faster when there's air on my nose.
Yeah, I'm definitely telling that. I've been stuck in a battle with Magnet for a minute here.
Magnets. How do they work? Pretty well, Silverstone apparently. Turn 1, it's real apparent because you need max downforce on the nose to really make that. This is where I'm faster, and this is actually what I consider to be my worst sector of the track. Fortunately, there's not a great passing opportunity there. And I don't have the motor here to get out and pass him, you know? Tricky situation. Letting the back end slide a little bit there. Can overheat these tires in a heartbeat. So I need to try and not do that as much as possible. Right up on him here. I'm going to back off because I want to have the run into this turn. Not ideal. Jim is actually catching me every time through there because I'm just so kind of off throttle and offline through there, following him. slide. I talked to Jim about that turn that we just went through and how slow this car is at the apex there. So that he would know it would happen. That defensive line in there is really starting to piss me off.
I can tell.
He's like sabotaging his own lap.
Yeah.
Back off into here. So we don't get caught out again. Try and have the run out of the turn. There. But I had to check up a little bit not to hit him. So it cost me the run. I'm getting to the point where I'm really going to have to start to worry him. Too many gears there. Yeah, I thought he might run wide there. But he didn't. Sorry.
I know, it's good.
It's real hard to make an apex when there's a freaking Lamborghini there.
Give him a little up tap.
I don't want to taste the rainbow.
Did
We
you
went
like
over that last week.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite quote from there.
And my fronts just went yellow.
Oh, my fronts have been yellow.
I've kind of just been riding along, saving my tires.
Yeah, I've been trying to do that, but it's not working very well.
Agreed. If his goal was to get in my head, make me angry, and use up my car, he succeeded.
Calm, Usfaba.
I'm gonna assume that translates to hunt him.
I mean, if he gets in your way, in a bad way, you know. I think I pushed Magnet wide on one turn, but I honestly didn't even mean to. But it was like we were neck and neck and I had nowhere to go.
Even that far behind, he still took the defensive line through there. It's really crazy. Made up a lot of time here. Probably easily our fastest lap of the race so far. I need him to make a mistake right here. Pushed into the ragged edge. I'm not going to have enough motor to get to him, though. Gave it everything I had. We'll try it. Get the over-under? No. Couldn't get back to the gas. I tried. I tried.
Almost.
Oh, man, I tried so hard.
Good race.
I didn't even get so far. And here is our results for the sprint race. That was a exciting one. Even though we didn't really do much in the way of passing, it was a great battle between me and the incredible roadblock that is Maestro. I felt as though that was probably one of my best driven races in quite some time, so I'm very happy with how that went. I'm very pleased. Like I feel as though that was a good confidence booster for me. And another thing that makes me feel pretty good about that race is the fact that we took the fastest lap for it. I think that's the first time this season, so that's a bonus point. So basically, myself and Maestro will have a tied points for this race. And yeah, not much else to say, but that was a good one. Hope you guys enjoyed that one as well, and get ready for the feature race tomorrow, which will have us one place higher up on the grid, and we'll see if we can capitalize on that in the longer feature race.